What's going on, everybody? Top 10 Pokemon back. Thank you for joining me today as we review the top Pokemon card auctions that had occurred this past week. Now, before we start reviewing these auctions, I wanted to thank the sponsor of this video, TCG Portfolio. If you're anything like me, you love tracking the value of your Pokemon card collection over time. Lately, I've been using an app called TCG Portfolio. This is an app designed to keep track of both your raw and your graded Pokemon card collection. It's super easy to use, and the prices come directly from PSA and TCGplayer.com, and it's also updated several times a month. Not only that, but you can get quick redirects to eBay to see sold listings for a given card. Perhaps best of all, the app is free. What do you have to lose? So head over to the Google Play Store or the iOS App Store and download TCG Portfolio, so you can track the value of your ever-growing Pokemon card collection. I think y'all are going to be pleased with this week's auctions. We're going to review the very first VMAX, CLIMAX Japanese graded cards, as well as several modern and vintage cards, along with a few booster boxes and even a trophy card at the end. And in this video, we'll review several PSA 9 and below graded cards as well. So before we get looking at all this eye candy, please give this video a like. And as always, please consider being a subscriber to this channel, as it would help me out tremendously. Let's get this video started with a bang, starting with this Pikachu VMAX CLIMAX Ultra Rare card. Boy, that is a mouthful. This is the newest Japanese Sword and Shield set. This card in PSA 10 has recently gone in auction for $478 US. We also saw the Mew VMAX CLIMAX sells at PSA 10 for $316 US. And let's not forget the Rayquaza VMAX CLIMAX in PSA 10 that sold for $350. So what do y'all think of these black and gold VMAX CLIMAX cards? You feeling it or not? Let me know in the comments below. Now here's a card I know y'all be feeling. It is the Umbreon VMAX CLIMAX in PSA 10 that sold for $710. What a fantastic illustration of what I'm assuming is Karen sitting on her Umbreon or giant Umbreon. Umbreon is probably my favorite evolution of all time, so just a fantastic card, so much character in it. And we also had this Galar Friends trainer card sell as a PSA 10 for $785. And lastly, for this set, we had the Pikachu VMAX CLIMAX card in PSA 10, reaching the price of $700. Moving on to some CGC cards, we have this CGC 10 Pristine Mega Rayquaza EX from the Celebration set, selling for $225 this week, as well as a BGS 10 Pristine Birthday Pikachu from Celebration's Classic Collection that sold for $226.50. And then here from the Ultra Premium Collection, we have the Gold Metal Charizard card in PSA 10 that sold for $6,100. I know it was a big concern when PSA announced they were no longer grading this card, at least for the time being. People were wondering what kind of prices it would shoot up to. So $6,100 was the price this week for this card. Is that higher or lower than what you expected it to be? Let me know. There were quite a few Rainbow Rare cards that came by, but this one in particular caught my eye. It was the Lugia GX Rainbow Rare from Lost Thunder set that sold as a PSA 10 for $760. A couple of modern EX cards I found noteworthy. Here is a Shaman EX Full Art from Roaring Skies that sold for $186. And then we had the Giratina EX from Ancient Origins set in PSA 10 that sold for $213.50. Then here we had a Sharpedo EX from Primal Clash set that sold for $202.50. And then we had a Full Art Bridget Trainer card from Breakthrough set in PSA 10 that sold for an even $500. Quite a few Charizards to go over. This one is from Generation set. This is the Charizard EX in PSA 10 that sold for $295. Here is a promo Charizard EX from the Red and Blue collection. Just look at this card. Look at everything going on. You have all the fire Pokemon in the background. I think I see a Magmar up there. And then a Flareon as well. This card in PSA 10 sold for $735 this week. From Secret Wonder set, we have this Charizard Holo in PSA 9 that sold for $559. And then from the Topps Chrome series, we have the Spectra Charizard in PSA 10 that sold for $2,755. From Expedition set, we have a PSA 9 Charizard Holo that sold for $833. This is a 5-figure card in a PSA 10, folks. So getting into the Neo series, we have this Umbreon First Edition from Neo Discovery in PSA 9 condition that sold for $1,445. And then the Unlimited Umbreon Holo sold as a PSA 10 for slightly more at $1,588. Here is a Suicune First Edition from Neo Revelation set that sold as a PSA 9 for $730. This Light Dragonite Unlimited Holo from Neo Destiny sold for $793. And then the Shining Noctowl from Neo Destiny sold for $710. And we also had a Shining Raichu cell for $931, and the First Edition Shining Charizard in PSA 9 sold for $3,865. It's also interesting to note that there was an SGC-10 Shining Charizard First Edition card that came by, and it sold for $7,700. Now, normally I would say that the SGC-10 is comparable to the BGS or even PSA 10, but if you look at the back of this card, it's got some edge wear on the left upper side there, and also at the top right hand corner. So I think if you crack this card open and send it to like PSA, you'd probably get the PSA 9. Continuing on with some more WotC cards, we have this Moltres Holo in First Edition from Fossil Set PSA 10 that sold for $1,225. Just look at this stunning Moltres rookie card. I love the swirling flames in the background. My favorite Fossil card ever. Here are a few PSA 9 evolutions. Here's the Flareon Holo in First Edition that sold for $380. The Jolteon First Edition Holo sold for $405, and the Vaporeon First Edition Holo sold for $440. Vaporeon is usually the most expensive evolution in Jungle Set. We had a Sabrina First Edition Holo from Gym Challenge sell for $460 this week, and a Misty First Edition Holo sell for $640. Here's a First Edition Erica's Venusaur from Gym Challenge PSA 9 that sold for $370, and a PSA 9 First Edition Blaine's Charizard that sold for $1,076. Also from Gym Challenge is a Rockets Mewtwo First Edition Holo that sold for $1,345. And then from Gym Heroes, we had this beautiful Sabrina's Gengar First Edition Holo in PSA 10 that sold for $2,901. This and the Blaine's Moltres are easily the two most expensive cards in Gym Heroes set. Here we had a few First Edition base set holos. Here is a PSA 8 First Edition Clefairy Holo that sold for $360. The PSA 9 First Edition Poliwrath sold for $779. PSA 9 Ninetales sold for $1,350. The Gyarados, this very off-centered Gyarados in PSA 8 sold for $726. And this PSA 9 First Edition Chansey sold for $1,905. Here are a few lots of graded cards to go over. This is 27 PSA 10 First Edition Jungle Slabs that sold for $2,125. And then we had 100 slabs from Fossil Set. It said 32 of them were PSA 10s, and the other 68 were PSA 9s that sold for a total of $3,050 this week. And this was very interesting to me, folks. This was a vintage Japanese binder collection of over 800 cards that sold for $6,200 this week. And if you take a look at it, it's got some major hitters. You got the base set trio there in both their Japanese base set form and then like the Prism cards. Yeah, just so much eye candy here. So many Japanese cards, old as dirt. If you look through these pictures, quite insane. This whole lot of cards sold for $6,200. Now I would like to get into some sealed product, starting from least to greatest. This is a Chilling Reign booster box that came through an auction and sold for $86, free shipping. Folks, these newest sets that just came out, Battle Styles, Chilling Reign, Evolving Skies, Fusion Strike, are freaking dirt cheap. I am tempted to pick up a bunch of these myself. I haven't seen booster boxes this cheap in I don't know how long. And I also wanted to keep an eye on some Evolutions boxes. We had two come by in auction that looked pretty legitimate. This one here sold for $740, the other one for $760. And here is a very minty looking unlimited base set booster box that sold for $14,700 this week. And lastly, for our booster boxes, I wanted to mention this Kickstarter MetaZoo box. We've been kind of keeping track of these throughout the weeks. I believe this box was over $10,000 at one point. Lately, it's been between $9,000 and $10,000. This week, it sold for $8,100. So what do you think, folks? We're going to see the price of this box go down even more, stay the same, jump back up? Who knows? Let me know what you think. And the auction of the week I'm going to give to this 2011 Tropical Beach World Championship promo in PSA 8 condition that sold for $5,700. I can only imagine what kind of price this card would fetch as a PSA 9 or a PSA 10. Thank you guys so much for watching this series each and every week. I appreciate it more than you know. That's all I got for you this weekend. Thanks again, and I will see you all very soon.